Boom! What's up, everyone? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Another wild day in the stock market. The stock market crash continues, but no need to panic because this is just fantastic opportunities, guys. I told you guys yesterday on last night's live stream that today's CPI data was going to be extremely important. It was going to dictate what I think about the time frame of the long-term portfolio additions. I told you it was going to dictate what direction I was going to be looking for the markets to go over the next couple of days. And today we got CPI data, and today was part one of a two-part inflation data series here that the markets are going to be digesting between today and tomorrow. Today was CPI, tomorrow's PPI. CPI is a consumer price index that measures the cost of goods and services that consumers pay for. PPI is the producer price index, which measures the cost increases of the actual materials that producers need in order to make the products that we as consumers buy. Today was CPI. It came in hot. It was expected to be 8.1% year over year. It came in 8.3% year over year. It was expected to come in 0.4%. 0.2% month over month. It came in at 0.3%. month over month. Core was expected to be 0.4 month over month. It came in 0.6. Okay. Core was expected year over year to be 6. It came in at like 6.4. So on every single aspect of CPI, it came in higher than what the expectation was. That set the precedent right away early on in the day. The SPY was trading up around 404 pre-market. Sorry, guys, I have something in my eye. We were trading up around 404 on the SPY at 8:30 this morning. When that news came out and the CPI number hit, we dropped all the way down to 395, 396. Okay, so from 404 straight to 395, 396. And that set the tone. And the tone there is that now removes the people that are bullish the market. We are not. We've been bearish on the market throughout this entire time period. And I think that the people that are bullish, the argument that they've been making is that inflation's peaked. Well, today you saw that inflation may not necessarily be peaking. Now, yes, inflation is under March's number. So March was 8.5 year over year. Okay. April was 8.3. Month over month in March was 1.2. Now you're down to 0.3 and then 0.6 for core month over month. So it's a lower number than last month, but it's still over the expectation. So what it seems like is beginning to happen is that inflation is starting to peak. But when inflation peaks, it's going to round off. It's not going to peak like that. It's going to round itself off and it's going to plateau, and the inflation will stay elevated for an extended period of time. That's what's happening. And that's what that inflation data told you today. But now tomorrow you have PPI data. So if the PPI data tomorrow further reiterates that thought process what CPI did today, then I think that the markets have their next leg to the downside, and you're going to be looking at probably a 3,850 to a 3,900 next support level on the S&P, and we're not that far away from it. And that'll take you down to that 20% decline, that 20% bear market for the S&P. And I've been telling you that I think that that's necessary. That's kind of my target for the SPY, is for the SPY to be down 20 to 25% from the all-time high to the current low that we're going to soon be approaching. So we got to be paying attention very closely to the PPI number tomorrow. If there's some craziness that comes out in that PPI number tomorrow that insinuates that, wow, actually, maybe there are certain areas of inflation that are beginning to peak themselves out, then maybe the markets will continue to try to find the constructive bottom. We had a constructive bottom being put in over the last 2 days. That inflation data today erased it. The bulls were making a stand at 4,000 on the S&P, and they were making a stand behind inflation has peaked. That inflation number came in today higher than expected, but below March's numbers, and the markets still sold off. The realization is starting to realize that inflation's not going to slow down as much as bulls would have liked. which means the Fed has to be more aggressive in order to slow down inflation, which increases the possibility of a recession. And I've been in the recession camp for the last several months. I've been telling you, I think that this ends in a mild recession here in the United States. And I don't think it's short. I don't think it's anything major, though. I think it's short-lived. And I think we come out of it relatively quickly. And I don't think it's a deep recession. I think it's a shallow recession, but I think it's needed to reset the inflation and allow for a tightening monetary policy to filter through the system and to really then have a lasting impact to help bring inflation down. Okay. We've been absolutely picture perfect, spot on with this analysis, guys. Anyone that, has been following our live streams for a while, you'll know that, we've been calling this action in the market for months now. For months, we've been warning people, do not buy the dip. For months, we've been warning people at True Trading Group that the markets are going to be going lower, but there's a lot of money to be made while markets are going lower. As a matter of fact, I told you last night on the live stream that if those numbers came in hot above the expectations, that the markets are going to move lower and we will probably give up that area. And what did we do today? We jumped in put options, grabbed them at like $6 and change, and took profits off at $8 on that trade. The 394 strike, the May 18th expiration put from around 6 and change up to $8 was a beautiful trade. Still long a small piece of that position just in case we get further downside tomorrow with the PPI number. And you had some major tech stocks like Apple and Microsoft that are beginning to finally crack. Those are the final darlings of the market. They're the last stocks that anybody wants to sell, but you need those stocks to break in order for you to get that flush out in the markets. And I think we're very close to that flush out, which means we're very close to significant long-term wealth building opportunities in the long-term portfolio. Yesterday, I began nibbling. Okay, I began nibbling on a couple of very high quality stocks as I saw some pretty good opportunities, but I'm really getting myself excited. I'm getting myself focused because I believe between the next couple of weeks to the next month or so, I'm going to be presented with a phenomenal long-term buying opportunity. But why should you give a damn about what it is that I think is going on in the overall markets, or let alone what I'm going to be adding to my long-term portfolio? Well, guys, I have probably more experience than 90% of the finance YouTubers or gurus that you guys are going to see. My name is Michael Everett. I've been trading and investing for over 15 years, and I started my career working for a fund in New York City. It was my first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, and the stock market crashed. But that's also the same year that I went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, 15 years later, I'm the head trader at True Trading Group, the fastest growing and highest rated online premium educational platform that's available today. And since 2016, my team and I have 8 other professional trading mods, have helped thousands of people from all over the world, from all walks of life, achieve their goals. If you signed up for True Trading Group last night, welcome home and welcome to the fam. Not a bad first day. Right? We had a lot of people that joined the team yesterday in anticipation of the CPI data that came out. We had 30 people. 30 people joined the TTG family just last night. And what a day it was. Their first day, we had some monster trades, man. Just some really good trades, whether it was the SPY put options with me. Some people jumped on UBXY calls. It's the same type of thought process. Some other people jumped on QQQ puts. You had Jessica Woodard, one of our other moderators, caught a beautiful trade on Roblox, on a beautiful red to green move on Roblox. From 23 all the way up to like 27, 28, something like that. So just really great trading today in the markets. And you might be wondering, like, why is this guy so excited right now? The markets are getting slaughtered. I'm excited right now because when you put things into perspective about where the markets actually are in the grand scheme of things, we are so much higher than where we were just 2 years ago, that we're getting such an opportunity to add in the long-term portfolio. Like, you have to think about how bad it feels right now. Everyone is like in total panic mode, and the S&P is not even down 20%. Like, that's really not that bad. During the COVID crash, we went down 35% on the S&P. And I'll pull up my chart, guys. I'm going to show you something real quick. I just want to put into perspective for you. Okay. I just want to put into perspective for you that when you guys take a look at the SPY, and I'll pull up my charts now, and you take a look at the SPY, this right here was the COVID crash. This was the COVID crash. Look at where we are. Like, really put into perspective where the stock market actually is. Right? We're still so much higher than where we were. And you take a look at, stocks like Apple. Like, Apple got slaughtered today, but look at where Apple is in comparison to where we were just 2 years ago. Like Tesla got destroyed today. But look at where Tesla is in comparison to where it was 2 years ago. These stocks are up so much still, including the overall market, but individual stocks have gotten destroyed. And it's all the stocks that you should no longer be in. But these are people that didn't know any better. They thought stocks only go up, and they fell in love with stocks like Zoom Video that's down 80% from its high. They fell in love with stocks like Peloton, which is down 90%. Stocks like Teladoc, which is down 80%. Stocks like DocuSign, which is down 80%. I mean, you take a look at some of these stocks. They fell in love with stocks like Rivian, which I can't even, looking at this chart just makes me nauseous for people that are in it. They fell in love with stocks like Robinhood from $80. Now it's at $8. AMC at $10. These are the stocks, though. Okay, NIO at $12. These are the stocks that everybody last year and the year before fell absolutely madly in love with, and they stayed there too long. They stayed way too long. And now those people are down. They're watching their portfolios go down 80%, even though the S&P is only down 18%. We're down around 18% on the S&P. Okay, so there's opportunities here. And you guys have to realize that in the worst stock market crashes of my lifetime, the dot-com bubble and the 08-09 recession, the S&P went down about 50 to 55%. Okay? Went down about 50 to 55%. I use that as a backstop. So when you have situations where the S&P goes down 20, 25, I have a rule for myself in life, and I will maintain that rule till the day I die. If the S&P is ever down 20 to 25%, you got to buy something. Okay? You got to buy something. Because the way I look at it is, this is not a disaster. Okay? What you're experiencing right now is not a disaster. It is an opportunity. What was a disaster was the 08-09 recession, and what was a disaster was the dot-com bubble bursting in 2000. Those were disasters. This is not a disaster. This is an opportunity. And the way I look at things is that when I say, okay, the market's down 25%, let's say even the S&P goes down 30%. In an absolute disaster, worst case scenario, it's a 50, 55% decline in the S&P. That's 08-09. That's a dot-com bubble. So I have no problem buying as you get closer to that number. So I'm telling you guys now that the opportunity is here right now. You realize how bad it feels. You realize how terrible it feels in your stomach about how far the market's gone down. And you realize, oh man, the market looks terrible. We're going to go lower. Everybody is talking about the market's going further to the downside. You're down a ton of money on these stocks. When you feel that way, that's when you want to start to be a buyer. That is when you want to start to be a buyer. And I am googly-eyed at some of the opportunities that I'm seeing in the overall market. Now, I told you yesterday, I began to nibble little baby bites on a couple of high-quality names. But over the next couple of weeks, I have every intention of beginning to load up on a list of stocks that I'm going to be sharing with my TTG fam that I believe are going to be fantastic long-term buying opportunities. Okay. The transfer of wealth was not AMC and GameStop. The transfer of wealth is right now. Right now. Okay. What typically happens, and when I say stock market crashes are the biggest transfer of wealth ever, because what happens is professionals and institutions begin to sell. That starts the move to the downside. As more institutions and professionals sell, that causes the speed up and the crash then begins. But once the crash is already well underway and it's more than halfway over, that's when retail begins to realize the stock market's crashing, and they panic at or near the bottom, and they sell. But by the time that retail starts to sell, the markets have already come down. They have already crashed. And you want to know who is waiting there to pick up all of those shares? It's the professionals and the institutions that started selling way before retail started selling that caused this downward move in the first place. That is how every single stock market crash has gone. Now, of course, institutions and professionals lose money throughout that process as well. But in the bigger picture, when you look at kind of a lump sum average, that's why retail investors continue to underperform in the overall markets, because they're doing the exact opposite of what they're supposed to be doing. I told you guys very publicly on this live streaming with Intru Trading Group at the end of last year, I was selling out of the bulk of my long-term portfolio. I was taking profit because I believed the markets were going to have a significant pullback this year. And now here we are. And now I get to step in and buy a lot of the stocks that I sold last year. Some of the stocks I sold last year, I'm not buying back because I don't think those stocks are ever going to get back to the valuations that they saw last year. There are some stocks that will never see the valuation that they had in 2021. They'll never see that valuation ever again. There are some stocks out there that will never see those levels ever again. Okay, ever again. All right. So it's all about the understanding the shift in the environment from last year into this year and what type of stocks do better in the environment that we are in now versus the environment that we were in 2021. The environment that we are in now is very different than last year. Very different. You have raising interest rates. You have no more stimulus. You have a slowing economy. Okay. You have no more free money from the government. You have no more free money from the Federal Reserve. Interest rates are rising. Like I said, every liquidity is being taken out of the market because the Federal Reserve is no longer buying things. The Federal Reserve is actually selling things. Liquidity is coming out of the market instead of being injected into it. Last year, liquidity was injected into the market. That's why everything went up. Now that liquidity is being taken away. Okay. And all these high growth stocks that are not yet profitable, that have no clear path for profitability for the next 2 to 3 years, no one's going to be buying them. Those stocks are going to continue to go down. And even when the market stops going down, those stocks are going to go sideways. They're not going to go back to where they were. But there's a lot of other stocks that are very high quality, that make a lot of money, that have very solid growth, that are going to recover, that are going to bounce back, and are going to provide long-term wealth building opportunities for you and your family. Those are the stocks that I'm going to be buying here in the next couple of weeks. The window of opportunity is here literally right now. If you're someone that's sitting down 70, 80% in your portfolio, it's because you're holding on to the wrong stuff, and you're probably long AMC and Peloton and Zoom Video. And I'm sure you probably have Tesla. I'm not saying Tesla is one of those stocks, but these are usually the stocks that some people that got involved in the markets over the last 2 years, these are the stocks that those people own. You know, you probably have an NIO in there. You might have a Plug Power. You might have a Nikola. You might have a Virgin Galactic. These are the stocks that a lot of people have in their long-term portfolio. And those stocks are down 80%. Some worse. They're down between 70 and 90%. If that's what your portfolio looks like, you really, really, really need to take a look in the mirror and not just let that money sit there dead, because there's other companies and there's other stocks that I believe, in my opinion, are going to perform better over the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Okay. We got a comment on the screen here. Let me check this real quick. True Trading Group paid. Hey, Dakota Steele from chat. What's up? Had a nice 1K day riding SPY puts, and in a week and a half, I've gone from 1K in my account to 3.9K TTG. Yes! Congratulations. Raptor attack, Dakota Steele in the TTG chat. Everyone knows Dakota Steele from the TTG chat. AMC took 7K out of my pocket. TTG has put 1,200 back in it. Yes. Philip, stick with it, brother. We're going to get you back. We're going to get that 7K back that AMC took from you. We're going to get that money back. Keep it up. You're already back up 20. You already put 1,200 back in your pocket since you joined True Trading Group. Keep it up. Little by little, right? Little by little. Don't try to make it all back in one shot. Little by little, let's build that account back up. Let's get that 7K back. All right. But there's a lot of stocks that are out there that have gotten destroyed that are not going to recover to the levels that they once were in 2021. But there's other stocks that are far better companies that are profitable already, that have better futures and better growth, better balance sheets, better cash positions, better pricing power, better customer, elasticity like this. These are the companies that you're going to really want to look for And these companies are going to give you new all-time highs in the next couple of years. There's a bunch of other stocks that you're lucky if you get back half of the move down that you got this year. Okay. So I'm going to be ready to start to buy the companies that I believe are going to outperform over the next couple of years. And then we'll look back 3-5 years from now and be like, boy, am I damn glad that I wish I took advantage, because everybody looks at a chart, right? Like when I pull up a chart of the SPY, everybody looks at the chart of the SPY and goes, man, I wish I bought here. And they go, man, I wish I bought here. And they go, oh man, I wish I bought here. Oh man, I wish I bought here. Well, now here you are and no one wants to buy. But 3 years from now, you're going to look back and the SPY is going to look like this. And then you're going to look back on the chart, just like we're looking at it now. And you're going to go like, oh man, I wish I bought here. Just like you wish you bought here. And like you wish you bought here. And like you wish you bought here. And like you wish you bought here. It's going to happen again. The opportunity is literally here right now. I want you to go back and I want you to watch my live streams from March and April of 2020. March and April of 2020, I was screaming from the top of my lungs on every single live stream, 6 nights a week, that this was one of the best buying opportunities of my lifetime. And I was saying, guys, I'm buying this, I'm buying this, I'm buying this, I'm buying this. And I was pleading with people to step in during that COVID. Go back and watch. Don't take my word for it. The videos are here on YouTube. Go to March and April of 2020, okay? And go watch them. Okay? I told you then that the opportunity was right now. And I'm telling you again now, that over the next the opportunity is here right now. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm putting money to work. I started nibbling yesterday, but over the next couple of weeks, a larger amount of money is going to be put to work. When the S&P goes down between 20 to 25%, a larger chunk of my money is going in. And I'm going to tell my TG fam exactly what stocks that the money's going into. I'm not going to share it here on YouTube. That's going to be for just the TG fam only. But my point is, guys, that the opportunity is here right now. All right. It's here right now. All right. So between now and then, right, like this volatility that we have in the markets is very possible. You're getting $10 moves in the SPY in a single day. I mean, it's insane. It's unheard of. You're seeing SPY options move 50 to 100% in a single day. If you guys know how to trade properly, it's very possible you can turn a couple hundred into a couple thousand to several thousand, and then you can take that money and then stash it into the long-term portfolio once the dust does settle and the opportunity do present themselves. Tim Tendy says, I have $3K saved up and thought I could do this from the lives and lost more than half in the past 2 days and don't have more to join. Oh, Tim Tendy, man. This is, there was another member last night that said something similar. I think it was Gabe. I don't know why people continue to do this. Guys, I'm telling you now, doing this just by watching live streams, yes, it can be helpful. And there are people that have made money just from watching my live streams. But there's so much more. There's so much more. I'm telling you guys, you don't have to try to figure this stuff out on your own. So many people are willing to risk or are willing to lose money first before they decide I'm going to actually get myself educated to take advantage of these opportunities, because you have some amazing quality companies that are down so much right now that are going to provide us with really good opportunities, guys. I get why some of these people decide not to join. They decide to try to do it on their own, because there's a lot of scam artists and there's a lot of BS out there when it comes to like stock market education. There's a lot of people that claim to have a secret. My ass, you have a secret. And you join and they don't actually teach you anything. They're not willing to help you. They don't really provide you any value. But when you say that you didn't make any money, they say, oh, well, you didn't make any money because you didn't pay for the VIP program is what they tell you, and convince you to pay for something else in order to get the secret, or to get the answers that they're talking about. So, I get it. I understand the hesitation. I really do. I understand hesitation. It's unfortunate that this industry is filled with so many people. Um, I understand that this industry is filled with so many people that are dishonest and immoral. Um, but that's why True Trading Group exists. We saw a real void in where retail investors and retail traders really had nowhere where they can go where they can actually really learn. I mean, really learn. Like, you guys are going to get the same level of education that I got when I first got started and was hired out of college. My first job, I was working at a hedge fund in New York City, and I wasn't able to touch $1 of the money under management until I went through a 3-month training program. And you're going to get something very similar. It's a simplified yet expanded upon version of that information when you guys join True Trading Group. Not to mention, you're getting access to a bunch of tools and resources that other professional traders use to make better decisions. You're going to have access to all that stuff as well. And today was just part one of a 2-part process of this inflation data that's going to really dictate what the market's going to do between now and the Fed meeting in June. You really don't have any more catalysts between now and the Fed meeting. The only thing that the markets are going to be trying to hold their hat on is going to be if there's any type of update or slowdown between Russia and Ukraine that can ease inflationary pressures on food prices and energy prices. But that doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon either. So, this is kind of the last hurrah tomorrow for people that are bullish on the market. And if that number comes in hot still, then you're looking at further downside of the markets. And then that's when I'm going to bust out my shopping list. And that's when I'm going to start to really go after things. We've been around for almost 7 years, guys. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, over 1,500 reviews. So I would guys would go ahead and check those out. I got a comment here. Let me make this larger. Winter Park. I only really listen to traders that post their brokerage statements. Oh, you're a fool, Winter Park. Okay, so listen, Winter Park, you say transparency is key. You will not find another trader that's more transparent than me. Just because someone posts their brokerage statement online, you think that that's real? Shame on you. Shame on you. There's actually companies, go look it up, okay, that have gotten in trouble for posting fake P&Ls. Just because someone posts a P&L on social media means means nothing. Nothing. Okay. I used to show P&Ls here on the YouTube channel, but it's not worth it. I don't want you guys to try to say, oh, okay, well, because this is what happens. If I say, hey guys, I made $20,000 today, everyone goes, oh, wow, if I follow Mike, I can make $20,000. And no, that's not true. You can't just say, oh, I'll just do what Mike does. I'll make $20,000. No, that's not true. That's not the way it works. But then you also get people that say, oh, well, he has a big account, so I can't learn from him because he has a big account, so I can't learn from that guy. Also, not true. You want to learn from people that actually know what they're doing. You don't want to learn from someone that's trading with just a couple $100 that's just starting out. You want to learn from that person? No. Okay. It's like, if I want to go get golf lessons, am I going to get golf lessons from the guy that shoots 95? Am I going to get golf lessons from the guy that shoots 69? I mean, come on. I mean, it doesn't matter if I sit here and I tell you that I made $1 bajillion this month. It doesn't matter, because guess what? My $1 bajillion, not one of those bajillion are going to go to pay your bills, Winter Park. Not one. Not one of my dollars is going to pay your bills at all. It doesn't matter if I'm making money, I'm not going to boast about it, because what it comes down to, and this is true inside of True Trading Group, results matter, and it's actually your results that matter, not mine. We actually have a double your money back guarantee based on your P&L, brother. Your P&L, not mine. That's because just because I make money, if members don't, then that means that we are doing a piss poor job of educating people on how this works, because just following what somebody else does is not enough. And anybody that has half of a brain or has gone through this process at all knows that. There's position sizing, there's risk management, there's tier trading, there's a lot of different things. There's the volatility of the trades that you are entering. There's a lot of different things that are going to factor into someone trying to follow another trader and be profitable or not, or have the same results that person has. A lot more goes into that. What I make doesn't pay your bills. So it doesn't matter if I made $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, or $10 million. You follow True Trading Group because the information that I provide to you on these live streams makes sense to you. You're learning from it, and it's helping you become better traders and investors. Here's what actually does matter. Members' results. Members' results and your P&L is actually what matters, not mine. And the fact is that most of the members inside True Trading Group are making money and they're becoming better traders. And to prove that to you, I'll actually show you right now. Guys, if you're a member of TTG, very simple question. Are you making money? If that answer is yes, I want you to type a $sign right now. Winter Park, my advice to you is to count how many people type a $sign in chat right now, because these are your peers. These are members of True Trading Group that are telling you that they're making money, they're becoming better traders because of TTG. They got the same excuses everybody else has: no experience, small account, lost money before, have a full-time job, but yet here they are telling you that they're making money because of TTG. I am not going to boast about my P&L to try to convince people to join True Trading Group based on my P&L. Okay? That's not the business that we run in True Trading Group. Join TTG because you're getting access to $4,000 to $5,000 worth of tools. You're getting access to the education that I received working at a hedge fund. And when I come on these live streams and I explain to you, listen, bro, I tell you everything that I'm doing. I come on here and I tell you what I'm going to do the next day. I tell you what stocks I'm buying, what stocks I'm selling. I lay everything out there for everybody to see. I'm the most transparent trader that you're ever going to find in your life. I'll be the first one to tell you when I'm right. I'm going to bang my chest. I'm going to bang it proud and loud. But when I'm wrong, I'm also going to be the first one to raise my hand and say, I'm wrong. I lost money. This is what I thought, and this is what happened. You get nothing but full transparency, honesty, and I don't sugarcoat anything inside of True Trading Group. It's why I got crucified when I told everybody it's time to short AMC. I literally came on these live streams for a couple of weeks, and every day I had to have people tell me that I'm an idiot. Well, now the stock's at $10. I don't sugarcoat anything. My job is to provide opportunities and money-making opportunities for the members of True Trading Group. That's where my responsibility lies, and I carry the weight of that responsibility on my shoulders like the weight of the world, and I don't care what anybody has to say about it. That's what I do, and that's what I'm here for. And that's what I want to do. Teaching fan for life. Love you guys. Boom. All right. So Winter Park, please do not be fooled by people that post pictures of their P&L. If that is all it takes for you to follow a trader, then you're going to have a very, very, very long, painful road. Please show us the stats of all members who make money. Only 5% of most mentorships make money. That is dead effing wrong. Jack Troy, that is dead wrong. Whoo! Yo, Adam. Hold on, guys. Adam, come on for a second. Guys, okay, so real quick. So people that don't know who this person is, this is Adam. He's my co-founder and my business partner in True Trading Group. He's like the numbers and the data guy. Adam, what do you think about this person's comment?
Well, let's take True Trading Group out of the equation for a second, right?
Okay.
Let's remove True Trading Group completely out of the equation. The number 5% is wrong, right? So even groups that I don't particularly think are that great, right? And I don't have to name them, but they're, pick any popular group, right? Any group that's worth anything. I can mention, Warrior, Sykes, all these guys, right? Simpler Trading. These are all different groups. Their numbers are higher than 5%. 95% of people in those groups are not losing money. That's not accurate. Yeah, is it 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%? I don't know. A lot of these groups, because he made a pretty general statement, right? Like members who make money, only 5% of most mentorships make money. Number one, this isn't a mentorship like in a traditional sense where Mike is like taking people under his wing and like trading for them or with them. It's not like that at all. We're teaching you how to fish here. And maybe that's why we have a higher success rate. We have close to 9,500 paying members inside of True Trading Group. And it's, do I know how much all of them are making? No, I don't. Do I know that a lot of them are making money? Yes, I do. The exact percentage, it would be irresponsible of me to say it. Is it up there? Yes, it is. What I can better give you an example of, or what I can confidently give you an example of a hard number is the retention rate of our members, and I will tell you firsthand, I think that it's high. I think that as we grow as a company, it's going to settle in the mid 60s. Okay, but right now our retention rate year over year for annual members that continue to pay is 77%. That's a stat I can prove 1,000 times over again. It's just all numbers, right? I got to tell you, I don't know why people would why 70%, 77% of people would continue to spend over $1,000 a year if they were losing money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have that answer, man. Maybe they feel like they didn't get. Maybe a lot of them feel like, hey, I didn't get enough out of it the first year, so I'll pay for it again. Whatever, doesn't matter. I don't know. But normally, if people are getting hosed on something, they're not going to continue to pay for it. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I also want to address the fact that 5% number is wrong. Even, look, I don't like a lot of some of these other groups, but I'm not going to go ahead and acknowledge the fact that the 5% number is correct. That's not correct. Maybe maybe you could make a statement like 5% of Instagram influencers that have a private Instagram group chat, right? Something like that are successful. But to make a blanket statement, I don't think it's not accurate.
No, it's not.
That's all. Thanks.
Yeah.
Somebody says, Erica Oliver. Erica Oliver. I've lost so much money following Benzinga's teachers that charge $1,700. I wish I was with you. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a reason we say this sometimes on Sundays. Benzinga actively promotes True Trading Group.
Yeah.
They have their own product. Why do you think they promote us? They promote us because what we offer drives more value for their members. It's that simple. So, I mean, look, I like the guys over at Benzinga. I think that they have an amazing newsfeed product. I think that they have an amazing Squawk product. I think some of their tools are great. But when it comes to the education and put together with everything that we offer, there's no comparison between us. And if you ask them, they'll be the first person to tell you that. Or the first group to tell you that. And we give you their tools as part of the True Trading Group membership. So when you sign up for True Trading Group, you get real-time, you get the Benzinga real-time news feed and Squawk Box for free. So anyways, that's all, Mike.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, thanks for coming on and kind of going over that. Like I said, I don't know where some people get their stats and their numbers from, but that is definitely not accurate. All right. So folks, basically, another solid day today, another solid day of trading today. It's like, you can really take your pick right now. You could be actively trading this market because the opportunities are just absolutely insane. Or you can start to educate yourself to get ready to actually be able to step in and start to buy some of the stocks that are at really good prices at this moment, and get yourself ready. Because I'm telling you now, the clock is ticking. The time is now. Okay. And I plan on over the next couple of weeks deploying a significant amount of capital. Let me another question here. Looking at all the courses you guys provide made me drool during my free trial. I almost have enough to get a membership. I'm so sick of bag holding and watching my money bleed out. Yeah, Brahim, I'm excited for you to become a member. I'm excited for you to join us full time. Bleeding out. Just bag holding some of these stocks. Like you take a look, Beyond Meat right now, down 36% on earnings. The stock's at down 34%. Stock at $20. The stock's at $20. This stock was $220. Okay. This stock was $220. It is now at 20. Okay. All right. It's at $20. You take a look at Dutch Bros, BRS, which I actually know nothing about this. I've never seen a Dutch Bros. I've never been to a Dutch Bros. But every single person that I know on the West Coast is absolutely madly in love with this coffee place. I've never been to one, and I'm actually astonished right now to see the stock down 46%. 46%. Look at this. Are you kidding me? 46%? I don't even know what their earnings numbers were. This thing's getting destroyed. Right? I don't even know what their numbers, what the numbers were, but it just happened right now as we're doing the live stream. But I mean, I actually think Dutch Bros is, just because I've never spoken to anyone that's been there that didn't have the utmost praises. You know, it's kind of like people are thinking like it's like, you know, Starbucks when it first came out, like everybody was obsessed with Starbucks. People are talking about Bros being like, you know, people are obsessed with Dutch Bros. So, but again, I've never been to any one of these places. I don't really know much about the company other than all my friends on the West Coast absolutely love it. So anyway, the point is, folks, that if you got involved in the markets over the last 2 years, you got a false sense of reality on the stock market, and you got a false sense of you know, people thought that valuations didn't matter, and it was just mother of all short squeezes to the moon and all these things, and people thought that, you know, a stock can go to 100,000 and the valuation doesn't matter because we got the hedgies on the run, and it's nonsense. All right. It's nonsense. And to see now the markets begin to decline, you're seeing the separation of quality from the other stuff. You know, you're beginning to see in a rising interest rate environment, the separation between companies that are profitable and companies that earn and make a lot of money, that have a strong cash position, that have a strong balance sheet, versus companies that were just growth at all costs, that were just continuously raising money. They were borrowing money. They were reinvesting back into their business to grow the company, and they were not yet profitable. And you're seeing the separation between that caliber of company, between the companies that are actually profitable and are generating insane amounts of cash flow right now, that have very strong balance sheets, versus other companies that are struggling, that have no, you know, they're not even close to turning a profit yet. You got some of these companies are 2 to 3 years away from profitability. Well, you're going to get punished in this environment. When interest rates begin to rise, you get punished in that environment. You know, not being profitable but growing is what everybody looks for when interest rates are zero. But when interest rates begin to rise, you better be making money. But a lot of people continue to buy these companies that are not making money. Just because the stock is down 50% or 60% does not make it a good buy. Just because you look at a stock and say, oh, well, it's already down 60%, how much lower could it really go? The answer is always lower. Okay, a stock goes from 300 to 80, and you're like, oh, this is a good buy at 80. Then all of a sudden the stock's at 40 and you're down 50%. Don't buy a stock just because it's down a lot. You better know what you're buying. How many people on the live stream right now that are not a member of True Trading Group? If you're not a member, do me a favor and type the letters TTG. Type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member of True Trading Group. Just go ahead and type TTG. Don't be shy. I know it might sound silly, but I want to get a feel for, you know, who we got on the live stream right now that's not a member. So just type literally just the 3 letters TTG. We got Lubos, Raylon, we got Gil, Red, Brian Feeney, Bottom Feeder, True Flex, Curtis B, welcome back. Curtis B, man, what are you doing, bro? You're on these live streams all the time. Hamed Vali, welcome back. Jal Batista Russo, Wyatt Shaw, Tim Tendy, Macy, One and Only, Colin Gilmore, Mr. Trench Dig, Kirby Mason, Brahim, Crystal Assassin, welcome back. Work. Enrique, Dylan, Richard, J Money, Sedona Guy, Linda, Irma, S Young, Ryan Mack. A lot of new faces, guys. Beautiful. A lot of new faces. Welcome everyone that's not a member of the TeachD fam. Listen, guys, what I'm going to do here for everyone, okay, tonight that's not a member. I told you guys that this week was going to be the most important week of the stock market so far in 2022 with the inflation data that the markets were going to be getting today and now also tomorrow. So we got more inflation data coming tomorrow. It's not over yet. And as important as today was, tomorrow is equally as important. Oftentimes, some people will look at the PPI number as being a better gauge of inflation because it starts at the top, which is the producers. So it's like, you know, if I'm going to buy this pen, I keep using this pen as an example. If I got to buy this pen as a consumer, maybe it cost me $2 a year ago. Now it costs me $3. That is an increase in CPI, right? When consumers buy stuff. But as a producer, if I'm the company that makes these pens, how much does the ink cost me? How much does this steel cost me? How much does this rubber cost me in order for me to make this pen? That is PPI. That is what we get tomorrow. And a lot of people look at that as a better indicator of inflation because if costs start to go down there, then eventually the cost will start to go down towards the end consumer throughout the entire supply chain of the company making the product to then actually turning around and selling it. So that's what you have coming out here tomorrow. That's the PPI number. So we're not out of the woods yet, guys, with this inflation number and this inflation data. Okay, so what we're going to do here, in honor of this kind of being the biggest week that I think that we've had so far in 2022, we have brought the membership from For True Trading Group. And bear with me for 7 minutes. I'm going to talk to you guys quickly about the membership, and then we're going to dive into what I expect out of the PPI numbers tomorrow, and then what the trade recaps from today. We made a beautiful trade on SPY put options today that I want to cover with you guys. I want to explain to you a little lesson about stop loss placement on that trade as well. But I want to cover that with you, and then I want to talk about what to expect from the PPI number tomorrow. But first, I want to tell you about the membership quickly. So we have decided that in honor of, we got Memorial Day starting off, but then we'll have this kind of this two-part process of how important this inflation number is. That this is literally dictating. You guys understand this inflation data between today and tomorrow is literally dictating the chances of a recession. I hope you guys understand that. That's how important today and tomorrow is, because based on those inflation readings is going to be a telltale of how aggressive the Fed's going to have to be and how long it's going to take for inflation to come down, which would increase the likelihood of a recession. Versus if PPI numbers come in under expectations tomorrow, that could be then a sign that the Fed can be less aggressive, inflation could come down sooner, which then actually decreases the chances of a recession. Whether you get the recession or not is going to dictate what type of stocks I'm adding in my long-term portfolio for the next 1 to 2 years, because different stocks perform differently in a recession or not in a recession. That's why I've been telling people that yesterday. I was telling everybody, and that's what 30 people joined the TC family yesterday to be in chat with us. Whether you're in chat or you're on our mobile app, you don't have to be sitting in front of your computer screen. We have a mobile app. As long as you have a cell phone, you can listen to what's going on in chat, and you get real-time push notifications whenever one of our moderators enters or exits a trade, and you can see the screen share and everything, even though you're not in front of a computer. So I told you guys, between today and tomorrow, the most important time for you guys to be inside of chat or on the mobile app to see what's going on, because it's going to dictate when and what I buy in my long-term portfolio. That's why this is so important. So we've decided, we've dropped the membership price, which is normally $2,212. We've dropped it all the way down to $1,107. Okay, $1,107. This is until tonight only, and then the price is going to start to go up, and we're going to raise the price every day till we get to June. Then we're going to move the price up to over $1,200, probably $1,500 once we get over to June. But we've decided to move the price all the way down to $1,107 because I don't want anyone that's been sitting on the sideline, if you guys are just completely distraught, have no idea what's going on, you can't understand, your portfolio's down 70%, you don't know what to do. I don't want you guys to be sitting back and trying to say, oh, you know what, I want to join True Trading Group, but it's a lot of money, so fine. We're going to bring the price from $22.12 all the way down to $11 It was 1100 last night. It's 1107 tonight. Then will be 1120 tomorrow, then 1150, et cetera, until we get back to over 1200. Then we'll be up towards 1500 once we get into June. This is going to move fast. We were 1100 yesterday, 1107 today, 1120 tomorrow, 1150, so on and so on and so on. Okay? Then every day we're just going to walk the price of that membership up. We're going to bring it down so you guys can get involved here and be with us during this inflation reading, because I'm going to tell you what my plan is with the long-term portfolio. Not to mention the trading opportunities that you guys are having during the market with the volatility. The SPY moves 10 points in a single day. It's insane. The SPY has moved 10 points for like 5 out of the last 6 trading days. And then go back even further. It's like 8 out of the last 11 trading days. The SPY has moved 10 points or more. Okay? Literally. So the opportunities are there for you guys to make money both on the active trading side, whether it's day trading or swing trading, stocks or options, large caps or small caps, but also from the long-term investing side. So what we're going to do here is Adam and I are going to split up another 15 laptops. We did this last night. It went well. A lot of people really enjoyed it. So we're going to do it again. So what we're going to do here is this. The next 15 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121, you're going to be getting near 50% discount. It drops the price from $22.12 all the way down to $11.07. And you're going to get a brand new free laptop upon completing our courses and quizzes. It's totally free. We even cover the shipping costs. It's our gift to you. You can trade with it, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, whatever you want to do. We even cover the shipping costs. It's totally free. Okay. After we sell out of the 15 free laptops, if we sell out, we'll just give you guys an extra free private study group session, because when you join, those 15 people are also going to get 2 private study group sessions for free with one of the pro traders at TTG. So you guys can ask questions. You can go over whatever you're curious about, and so we can help speed up your learning curve. But if we run out of the laptops, then we'll just give you an extra free study group session. Okay. But that's not all. I told you when, Winter Park was asking before, I told you that your results matter at True Trading Group. And when I say your results, I actually mean your P&L. Okay. The money that you make or don't make matters at True Trading Group. And that's why we stand behind our program and we put our money where our mouth is. Anyone that joins TTG and goes through our courses, quizzes, and attends one study group, if you do not make $11.07, that's your membership fee. If you don't make that back at least once, we will give you double your money back. That's $2,214. I will literally give you $2,214 if you do not make $11.07, because that means our program has failed you. That is how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. I see the results that our members have, and I have no problem offering you a double your money back guarantee. There's not a single other company, group, or service out there that would even think about offering a double your money back guarantee. And you have to ask yourself maybe just why that is. And again, we're going to open this up for anyone that's a trial member until midnight tonight. If you are a trial member and you guys want to join for the 1107, because if you're a trial member, the cheapest you're going to join is $14.20. If you're a trial, you're going to pay $14.20. Don't do that. All right. If you want to join now, get the 1107 price point as a trial. You could log into your trial member dashboard, click the green join now button, and then you use the TTG121 coupon code, and you'll also get the 1107 price point. But you have to log into your trial dashboard first. That's if you are a trial and you want the 1107. Okay? Guys, the price is going to start to move up here now every day. All right? It was 1100 yesterday, 1107 today, 1120 tomorrow. Then it's going to be 1150, and so on until we get to June. And then we're going to be over 1200, up around 1500. Okay? So don't worry about the address. Okay, do not worry about the address for the laptop. Once you sign up, you'll be prompted instructions on how to claim your free laptop. All right, you'll be prompted instructions on how to claim the free laptop once you guys join. All right. If anybody has questions about the membership, you can send a text to 201-775-9702. Again, that's 201-775-9702. The phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. Don't call that number. Just send a text. It's a text message only phone number. All right. It's a text message only phone number. 201-775-9702. 2. Tomorrow's going to be huge, guys. Be with us. I'm telling you now. Tomorrow's inflation data. That's it. There's nothing else for the markets to really grasp onto after tomorrow. So you guys want to be in chat with us 8:30 p.m. Eastern. 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow is when that PPI number comes out. We'll be in chat tomorrow morning, walking through the announcement, just like we did today. We were in chat, walking through the announcement, helping people through that process. And when that number comes out, I'll tell you, and we're going to dictate, and I'll tell you exactly what the game plan is. I told everybody today when that number came out, I told everybody, that's it, guys. Based on that number now, wait to short rallies. The market's pushed higher in the morning. Wait for it, short it, roll it over, new lows into the close. That's exactly what we did here in True Trading Group, and it paid off big time. We got a question. Week trial members get the laptop? Yes. If you're a trial member, you'll also get it's the same deal. Basically, if you're a trial member, we're giving you the same offer that we're giving to the YouTube community right now. So if you're a trial member, you can use the TTG121 coupon code, but you got to log into your trial dashboard first, click the green Join Now button, and then you'll get the 1107 price, and you'll also get the laptop. Without laptop, what is the price? Hope I'm not insulting. Without the laptop, the price is still 1107. You're not insulting. All right. The 1107 is just a gift that we're giving to you. The price of the membership is 1107. With or without the laptop, it's 1107. All right. But then you have the double your money back guarantee, guys. Don't forget that. So if you do not make the 1107 back after going through the courses, quizzes, and attending a study group, you're going to get $2,214 back. You don't have to do this within like 30 days. This isn't like a 30-day money back guarantee. I'm telling you that you literally have the entire year of your membership to go through the courses, quizzes, and attend one study group on your own terms, on your own time, at your own schedule. And if you do not make 1107 back, I'll give you $2,214. That is the offer that we are prepared to give anyone that joins here tonight by going to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121, and you'll get the free laptop and the 2 private study groups as well. All right. Yes. AZ Jackal says, today was my first day with the group and I made money. FYI. Yes. AZ Jackie. Congrats. Joe Klein says, I got to say, I've spent over $10,000 in the past 5 years on trading groups. TTG is the first that has truly given me success. And we're only $1,100 bucks. Only $1,100 bucks. Enrique, if you're having trouble, Enrique, just text that phone number. Enrique, it looks like you're having a problem on the checkout page. You can send a text message to 201-775-9702. Don't call that number, Enrique, and anybody else. Don't call. Okay, just send a text to 201-775-9702 if you have questions. All right. Hey, guys. Now, let's go to the charts. Okay. All right, let's get down to the charts. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull up my charts. All right. I'm going to pull up my charts, and let's start to talk about this PPI number. All right. So 2 things I want to do with you. I want to talk about the PPI number tomorrow. Can I get this deal if I renew early? Adam?
So one of the biggest questions that we get from people that sign up is, oh, you guys are raising your prices, right? So whatever I pay today, it's going to be more expensive next year. That is not accurate at all. Worst case scenario, whatever you pay. I'm so sorry. Hang on. I got so many people sending messages. Worst case scenario. Hang on a second. Hello.
Hi, Adam. This is Steve with the collection. How are you?
Good, Steve. Hang on a second. So whatever you paid for your membership, that's what you will pay next year. So if you pay $1,100 today or $1,107, you'll pay $1,107 next year. However, a lot of our members that maybe paid more than $1,107, we have been known to give you guys even a further discount on your renewal. So even if we're charging over $2,000 next year, which we will be, there's a good chance you'll pay less than what you paid this year. We really, really work to take care of our family. So that's it. Thanks.
Cool. So there we have that. All right, guys. Okay. So I'm gonna move things over here. We're gonna get into the charts because we got this PPI number coming out tomorrow. This is gonna be big. All right. Let me first explain what happened today in the markets and the CPI data for anyone that missed it or for anyone that's confused on what it means. Then I'll explain to you why that information caused us to be bearish today and say wait to short bounces. And then we waited, we shorted a bounce, we got into put options, and we banked going into the close as the markets rolled over and made new lows. So that was the whole game plan from the day today. Congratulations to my TG fam that made money on SPY put options today. If you did, I'd love to hear about it, guys. You can sound off in chat if you guys made money on the put option side of the trade today. If you guys made money in chat, sound off in chat. Sound off now if you guys made money today. Tell me how you did. I'd love to hear about it. You know, I love it when we have a bang out day in chat. I know a lot of people capitalize on the action today. So sound off in chat if you guys made some money today. Beautiful. Yes. Hawkeye, Pack, Ray, Lakeisha. Yes. Carolyn, Momto, Ricky Boo. Nice. 2 out of 3. Made 100% on SPY puts today. Dave, great job. $550 for Lieb. Woo! Eggman, 125% on SPY put options. That's insane. Howard Potts, are you kidding me? 1,200%? You are a maniac. You had to go after like a same day expiration option. You had to. You had to get something that went from like 50 cents to like $5. Maniac. $400 for Joseph. Yes. Gabrielle, yes, 100% on UVXY. Great job. Great job. Oh, Joe Klein with a $7,000 profit on SPY puts. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Great job. Okay, perfect. Good. That's all I wanted to know. Great job. I love it. I love it. I love when the whole team makes money today. Now, let's talk about CPI. Let me tell you what happened today with CPI, and then we got to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got tomorrow we have the PPI number. Guys, real quick, some people are asking questions. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that means you're getting a laptop, okay? Don't worry about the address. After you sign up, you'll be prompted instructions on how to claim your laptop, okay? You'll be prompted instructions on how to claim the laptop. All right? Personal best day for P Daddy. Congratulations. Up 25% on their entire account. P Daddy, congratulations. That's amazing. That is amazing. Everybody welcome William. William's the first member of the group. 14 of those laptops are left. Everybody welcome William. 14 laptops left, guys. Just 14 laptops left. Way to go. I made money today thanks to TTG. I like you. God, I like you, Mike. Yes. Inside joke between that TTG member and I. Everybody welcome William. Okay. Now, yes, Kirby Mason. Yes, that's the truth. Kirby Mason goes, honestly, the cost has been my main concern, but your offer, if we haven't made the $1,100 within a year, it's $1,107. If you haven't made it within a year, we'd be reimbursed $2,200. We'd be reimbursed $2,214. That's really incredible. I think I'm going to do it. I'll sign up. Kirby, yes, but here's the deal, Kirby. If you sign up, you'll pay $1,107 right now. As long as you commit to actually you giving me a little effort, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend, and you can take the quizzes as many times as you want. You also get the answer key, but don't cheat. Okay. You're only going to cheat yourself if you do cheat, but go through the courses, the quizzes, and attend one study group. If you do those 3 things throughout the course of your year membership, and do not ever, not even one time, make $1,107, I will give you back $2,214. That's the offer for anyone that joins True Trading Group tonight, because your results matter. And it's not, that's why the money back guarantee is not based on my P&L. If all I did was say, listen, as long as I make money, okay, I'm not giving you a refund. That's nonsense. Okay. That's nonsense. If that was the case, you're joining True Trading Group because you want to learn how to become profitable in the stock market, whether it's day trading, swing trading, or long-term investing. So that means our platform should help you accomplish that. That's why we base the money back guarantee on your actual P&L, not mine, not any one of our other moderators, not anybody else on social media. It's based on your P&L. It's not enough to just be a good trader. You've got to be a good educator. And our goal at True Trading Group is to teach our members how to fish, so that what happens, God forbid, 6 months from now, something happens to me. You're all just going to stop making money? No. This is a skill that if you learn it properly, that you can take with you for the rest of your life to make better decisions in the market that can literally be a huge difference maker for you and your family for many years to come. Now, I can't promise you that you're going to be successful. I can't guarantee you're going to make millions of dollars, right? But I can promise you that you're going to get the education, the tools, the guidance, the mentorship that you need to give yourselves the best chance to achieve those financial goals that you all strive for. Everybody welcome Brandon. Brandon's the newest member of the family. Everybody welcome Brandon. Welcome Brandon. There are now just 13 of those laptops left. 13 of those laptops left. Everybody welcome Brandon. Everybody welcome Brandon. Newest member of the TTG family. All right. So now there's just 13 of those laptops left. All right. All right. So let me get back to the charts. Let's get back to CPI, right? We got a little off topic a little bit. Okay. But CPI number today came in hot. March was 8.5. The expectation for April was 8.1. It came in 8.3. The expectation month over month was 0.2. It came in 0.3. The expectation for core month over month was 0.4. It came in 0.6. And year over year core was expected to be 6. It came in 6.4. So every single category of CPI came in higher than the expectation. That very quickly put a wrinkle in the thesis and the argument that the bulls currently have. People that are bullish the market have been bullish because they believe that inflation has peaked. So they were really leaning on a light CPI number for confirmation that inflation has peaked. Now, although the numbers are above the expectation, they were lower than March, but not really, barely. So inflation's still rising. It's still above the analyst expectations, which just means that, the likelihood of the Fed having a grasp on this and inflation coming down soon is just starting to just fade away. Some people thought that inflation was going to begin to come down a lot sooner than it is. And it seems that inflation has become a lot more sticky and is going to be around for a lot longer, which means the Fed has to be more aggressive, which means the likelihood of a recession increases. So once that came out at 8:30 this morning, I was in chat with my entire TTG family when this number came out to walk them through what it meant and what my game plan was then for the day. And as soon as that number came out, I told everybody, guys, this is not a good number for the bulls. I think the bulls will then finally give up their thesis, and it's time to look forward to short bounces. our sentiment inside True Trading Group for the entire year has been short rallies. Wait for a rally, short it. Because we're in a downtrend. We're not, the buy the dip does not work right now. Wait for the rally and then short it. That's what we've been doing for the entire year of 2022, with very brief moments of little bullishness where we try to get like 1 day or 2 days of upside. But the sentiment for us in TTG for the entire year has been to the downside. Everybody welcome Nicholas. Nicholas is the newest member of the group. There's 12 of those laptops now left. Everybody welcome Nicholas. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You'll get the 1107 price point, the free laptop. Remember, you don't need to enter your address. You'll be prompted with instructions after you join. You'll get the 2 private study group sessions and the double your money back guarantee. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, then you know that you're getting one. Welcome, Nicholas. 12 of those laptops now remain. So that was the game plan coming into the day, right? That was the game plan coming into the day, right? True or false? My TTG fam, is that not what I said? If you guys were with me at 8:30 this morning when that CPI number came out and we were on the microphone, I walked you through it, right? Is that or is that not how things went down for us today inside of chat? Right? You guys can just say true or false. For those of you that were with me at 8:30, that's exactly what I said. I said short bounces in the market, right? So you guys, there's a lot of people on here that are not members. You guys obviously were not in chat. If you're not a member, so you don't know this. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback, so I'm just telling you guys those are members that were actually with me, confirming that was the entire game plan. So we waited out this bounce in the morning, right? Waited out the bounce in the morning, and then we actually rolled over here in the middle of the day, and I was actually holding a one-on-one mentor session with one of our members, Jennifer. We had a fantastic one-on-one today. I really, really enjoyed it. Jennifer, if you're watching, ayo. So the market's really deteriorated in the middle of the day. So once the market's deteriorated, I came back on the microphone and I told everybody that, guys, that's it. The SPY has given up the 4,000 support level. And now that we've broken the low of the day, I'm looking to short the next bounce that the markets give us. And it also was confirmation that Apple broke 150. Apple, which has been like the final stock that's been holding up the best in the entire market, holding above this major level of support around 150, that level finally broke today on Apple. And once I saw Apple break 150 and go down to 148, I said, that's it, guys. The S&P is giving up 4,000. Everybody welcome Michael. There's only 11 laptops left now. Welcome, Michael. Again, guys, ttgoffer.com. Everybody welcome Michael. All right. So once Apple cracked, that was all the confirmation that I needed to say, okay, the S&P is giving up 4,000. CPI numbers came in hot. The bullish argument that inflation has peaked, that's gone now. And then you got Apple breaking down this support level. The market's giving up. You see, these are the bulls giving up. You understand? People that are bullish the market, the last stock they want to sell is going to be Apple. So once the bulls said, oh, you know what? That's it. We're wrong with our thesis. We give up, wave the white flag. Apple cracks, right? Apple cracking. You see Microsoft cracking. Okay. These are, Amazon already cracked. Like these are the signals that the bulls are giving up. The strongest stocks that have been holding up throughout this whole sell-off are giving up. That was all I needed with the SPY. And all I did, folks, was I waited and I waited for this bounce back in the overall market. And I stepped in right there and I bought put options. And right there is where I bought the May 18th expiration, the $394 strike at $6.20, and the market expecting a new low into the close. That was the whole game plan. When I entered the trade, I said, guys, we're looking for a new low into the close. And sure enough, we break below. There was your low of the day. And sure enough, we break the low of the day and we start ripping profits off, $7, $8 a contract. $8 a contract, the best take profit there from the 620 entry. Beautiful trade there, guys, on the SPY put option. And I took a small piece of this position overnight. I am still long a piece of those SPY put options in the event that the PPI number comes in above the expectations as well. If we come in above the expectations as well, then maybe that gives us a little bit more downside. And we get down to, I'd say, 390 on the SPY. Okay. My screen, let me reshare it for you guys. Some people said they can't see it. All right. So we'll get down to 390 on the SPY, and then that'll be the next take profit area that we can look for. But eventually, guys, you got to start looking. All right. You got to start looking at other support levels that we can start to be buyers. And one level that I'm going to look for a bounce is going to be 38.50 on the S&P. Okay. 38.50 is on the S&P. All right. 38.50. And then so 385 on the SPY, but then 370, guys, is another big level of support. And then your last line in the sand is going to be like 355. These are the three levels that I'm going to be a buyer. So I'm going to take a big chunk in my long-term portfolio here and a big chunk in my long-term portfolio here. And I will have a small piece just in case, which I do not think we do, just in case the SPY gets to here, which I do not think that it does. Okay. Let me be clear about that. I do not think that we are going to get to 355. Okay. But I do believe we're going to go to 385, maybe 370, depending on what happens with inflation over the summer. But I think that over the next month, this whole area right here is going to be the area and the window of opportunity that's going to provide us a tremendous long-term buying opportunity. Okay. That's where I'm going to be looking. All right. So again, guys, congrats on the day today. You got PPI numbers coming out tomorrow. This is something that is kind of the final piece of economic data before we have a Fed meeting in June. The market's going to have to digest this inflation number. And if the PPI number comes in light tomorrow, the markets I do expect to bounce back to probably 400. Because then people will say, wow, then maybe inflation did peak because PPI can kind of lead CPI. And then they're going to look for that if the PPI number comes in light. The PPI number comes in above expectations again, or if the PPI number comes in even worse than it was the previous month, that'll leave you with that extended sell-off. And what I think you need to have happen is I hope that does actually happen because I want the markets to flush out. And what you really need to have happen, in my opinion, is you need to see the VIX get to like 40. This is the VIX. The VIX tracks fear, volatility, and uncertainty in the market. And you can see we have not been able to break through these previous highs, all right, for the whole year of 2022, where we have not seen that final panic where everyone just throws the baby out with the bathwater. And even though the SPY has continued to make new lows, look at this. You see how the SPY is making new low, new low, new low, new low, new low. But then when I go back to the VIX, you'll notice that the VIX, which tracks fear and volatility in the market, is not making new highs. We're not making new highs. That tells me, you guys still can't see my screen again. Let me do this again. I'm not sure why we're having an issue with screen share. All right. So here's the VIX. So see how the VIX has not been able to break through the highs of 2022, right? We have not been able to get that final panic, even though the SPY has made new low, new low, new low, right? New low, new low, new low. And then you're going to go back and we're going to take a look at the VIX. We need the VIX. We need the VIX, in my opinion, to do that. If we can get the VIX to do this, and if that happens with a higher than expected PPI number, and you can get the VIX to do this, that could finally be where we look for a bottom. You need that final flush. And it's starting. You see Apple is finally cracking. Apple finally gave up. Once Apple gives up, that's the bulls saying, we surrender. We surrender. So it's possible that maybe even tomorrow with this PPI number, it's possible we can get a flush. Okay. We're talking a 13-year bull run. There is no bottom. That's the most foolish statement I've ever heard, to say that there is no bottom. Well, you're going to miss out on tremendous wealth building opportunities if you think that there's no bottom. So when we're sitting here, okay, it's possible that tomorrow you can get this VIX spike. If the PPI number is even worse than it was last month, worse than CPI, could be even worse. And then you could be looking at the panic flush, Apple cracked, right? Big tech cracked. You can get the panic flush. The VIX can spike to 40. And guess what? If that happens, guess what I'm doing? I'm buying stuff. I'm buying stuff on that day. Because on the day when the VIX goes into the 30s and 40s, in my opinion, you got to be a buyer when the VIX goes into the 30s and 40s. Everybody welcome. Oh, Curtis, finally. Curtis, welcome, my man. 10 laptops left. Everybody welcome Curtis. Welcome, Curtis. This sounds amazing. I'm so close to joining, but I work 47 hours per week and I have 2 kids and I'm a single parent. Okay. Tesla Terry. All right. You do not need to be sitting in front of your computer screen all day long. Okay. You do not need to be sitting in front of your computer screen all day long. There are most people inside a True Trading Group, most members are working full-time jobs. Okay. The majority of members in True Trading Group, there's 9,500 members in TTG. More than half of them, I assure you, have full-time jobs. Yes, we have a bunch of full-time traders as well, but the majority of our members have full-time jobs and they're still making money. And that's why you got to use the mobile app. The mobile app lets you stay connected to chat, listen to the audio analysis, and get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits the trade. This way you can follow along. Okay. This way you can follow along with what it is that we're doing inside of chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. Okay. Albert Matthews says, I already lost 17K in 2 weeks. Do you think I have a chance with you guys? I don't think you have a chance. I know you have a chance. I know you have a chance. There are so many members in True Trading Group that dug themselves in a hole and then have climbed their way out after joining True Trading Group. So many. But again, listen, there's also members in TTG. I don't want to discount the members that are struggling. We do not have a 100% success rate. There are members in True Trading Group that are struggling and that are not making money, but the majority of our members are. Okay, and the majority of our members do have full-time jobs as well. And I'll prove this to you, just to go back to answer Tesla Terry's question. Guys, how many of you, if you work a full-time job and you're making money in TTG, do me a favor, type the number 1 and tell me what you do for a living. Like if you work a full-time job, type the number 1 and then just say what you do for a living in chat if you are a member of True Trading Group. So Tesla Terry and anyone else that has a full-time job that thinks they can't do this, I would just pay attention. Bakery owner, assistant accountant. Yo, my boy Rhino, I saw your DM the other day, bro, but I missed you in chat. Rhino, hit me up tomorrow, man. I saw your DM, but I missed you in chat. We got a steel worker, a financial analyst, a contractor, a bartender, credit card processing sales, school janitor, truck driver, real estate. Okay. Fireman, neurosurgery. That's impressive. IT. Okay. And also Tesla Terry, we also have one of our moderators, Jessica Woodard, who is probably on this live stream right now. Jessica Woodard's also like Supermom. So Jessica's got a bunch of kids running around all day while she's trading. Okay. But she is one of our full-time trading moderators. And she started out as a regular member in TTG, started out as a member of True Trading Group, and then, worked herself up to being a full-time trading mod inside of True Trading Group. And she's got 2 kids at home as well. I'm a resident working 50 plus hours and 10 hours reviewing notes on my own time. I'm also a single mom. I started with 300-ish in my account. Today I'm out of PDT rule. CRISPR. Yes. That's incredible. Holy crap. That's awesome. Wow. From $300, now you're out of PDT. That means you're over 25 grand. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Congratulations. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Very well done. Celebrate that. That's a huge milestone and a major accomplishment. Congratulations. Congratulations. Incredible. So happy for you. So happy for you. So there it is. You guys get the point, right? You guys get the point. You don't have to be in front of your computer screen all day long. Okay. You don't have to be in front of the computer all day long. Okay. We swing trade every day in TTG. We day trade, we swing trade. All right. We trade stocks, we trade options. We do it all. All right. We do it all. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do here now, all right, that kind of wraps up. Now you guys have an idea of what I'm looking for the markets to do, right? I'm going to, over the next couple of weeks, I plan on buying more stuff in my long-term portfolio. I'd say over the next 2 weeks to maybe month and a half. I think May into June is where the markets are going to start to bottom, right? I think May, June, July is when the markets will bottom, but that bottom is not going to be a V. I think it's going to be more like this in May, June, July. And I think the end of the year is when the markets will start to recover. So I plan on being a buyer here, folks. The opportunity is here right now. That window has opened, but it's going to close soon. I'm going to share with my TG members, my shopping list of companies that I'm going to be buying throughout that process and throughout that time period. But the time is now. Okay. My target when we started in January of 2022, I told everybody, I think the S&P is going to go down about 20%, maybe 20 to 25%. That was my call this year in January. In January, I said 20 to 25%. We're right around, I think, 18 right now. So we're getting very, very close to that area that I'm going to be allocating a large percentage of my capital into the market, into very specific stocks. And I'm going to share that with my TTG family. So that's what we're looking for tomorrow with PPI numbers. I'm still in a piece of those puts. I'll be in chat early, walking members through what that data is when it comes out at 8:30, and then what that means then for the day. Because like today, when CPI came out, I told my members, guys, wait out bounces and then short the bounce. That was the game plan after the CPI data came out. Once the PPI data comes out tomorrow, I'll tell you again, what's the game plan? Do we short bounces again? Do we attack weakness? What do we do, right? What do we do? Are we aggressive? Depending on what that number is, will dictate how we go about trading tomorrow. So make sure you guys are either in chat or on the mobile app. Guys, how many people that are still here are not members of TTG? Do me a favor, type the letters TTG again. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. All right. The 3 letters TTG. Just type away. I want to see who we have in the live stream that's still with us. It's not a member. We got Gil, Albert Matthew. I can't read that username. Kathleen, the PPI number comes out at 8:30 a.m. Iverson Allen, Yusuf. Great, guys. We got a bunch of people here that are still not members of the TTG fam. Louis Joseph. Guys, what I'll do now for those that are still not members, if you're interested, I'll show you the platform. Okay. I'll show you everything you get included with your membership. All right. Because when you join True Trading Group, it's a platform. You're not just getting my trade alerts. You're getting access to a whole platform of tools and resources. And let me show you what you're going to get. You're going to get our chat room. Our chat room is... We got a code word first, guys. Hold on a second. We got a code word for today. The code word for today, if you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. This is for members. We do a bunch of giveaways with members. And this is the 18th out of 19 code words. It's multi-slacking. Multi-slacking. Multi-slacking is the code word for tonight. This is part of one of those giveaways. If you're not a member, don't worry about this. All right. The definition is doing multiple slacker-esque things concurrently. All right. So guys, you're going to get access to our chat room, which where myself and the 8 other professional moderators in TTG are calling out trades, providing market commentary, giving you all of our trade alerts. All right. We're there with you guys from pre-market until after hours. We're not just there for the first 2 hours when you're left to fend for yourself. And then you have the mobile app, right? That mobile app will let you guys be connected to the chat even though you're not in front of your computer screen. Okay. You also are going to be getting 2 small private study group sessions. That is how you guys can get some individual attention from the mods to ask questions and speed up your learning curve. You have the Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which is a live breaking up to the second news alert service. This would cost you about $1,400 a year if you went to Benzinga on your own. It's included for free with your membership to True Trading Group when you pay $11.07, as is everything else I'm showing you. Everything I'm showing you is included in the $11.07. TradingView's premium charting software. That's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. It's included with your membership. Okay, that's going to be the TradingView premium charting software. You will also be getting access to the Trade Ideas Scanner. The Trade Ideas Scanner will show you which stocks make new highs, new lows, which ones have a surge in volume. Always make sure you're focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Guys, if you have questions about the membership, send a text message to that phone number that's right at the bottom of your screen. Remember, do not call that number, text it only. You also get our simulator. Our simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Please use the simulator before you risk your hard-earned money. You're also going to get our own proprietary scanner, which has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but also lets you scan for crypto. You got real-time dark pool data and unusual options activity as well. Stuff that used to only be available to professionals now TTG members have it to make better decisions. You got your own trading journal that tracks your trading and gives you statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong so you know what needs to be improved on. A social sentiment scanner will scour through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most on those platforms so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Unlimited analyst ratings so you can see what stocks how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock. And then you get all of our courses. All of our courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We've got it all in text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. Then there's a video library that has over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops we've conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. And then you can attend these workshops live once you become a full-time member. Folks, it's time you invested in something real. I can't promise you success. I can't guarantee you millions, but I can guarantee you a chance at developing the skills needed to become consistently profitable as long as you're willing to put in a little effort. I can promise you if you don't make the 1107 after going through the courses, quizzes, and attending a study group, I'll give you 2214 back. And I can promise the day you join is the day that our relationship begins and you're joining a community of 9,500 traders and investors that are like-minded, helpful, and genuinely care about your success. But the ball's in your court. Tomorrow is a major day. We're very, very close, guys, to me deploying a large amount of capital in the long-term portfolio. I'm going to walk my teaching members through that entire process once I begin to buy. All right. Well, I've already started nibbling yesterday, but once I put a bigger chunk into the markets, I'm going to walk my teaching members through that process every single step of the way. All right. Look, guys, listen, if you don't join tonight, that's fine. Sign up for the trial at least. Tomorrow is important. Okay. Tomorrow is important. So if you want to join our 7-day trial, it's totally free. Go to ttgthree.com. That's ttgthree.com. You'll get 7 days free access. Weekends do not count against your 7 days. You get full 7 trading days with us in our TTG platform. Okay. That's it, folks. Remember, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. 1107 price point, down from the 2212, a free laptop, 2 private study groups, and a double your money back guarantee. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. I love you all. You guys are the best. Hope this was helpful. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Get your butts in chat. Get onto the mobile app. Tomorrow's going to be big. All right. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications if you haven't done so already.